Joining me here at the Beverly High School field is head coach Andrew Morency with Panther Preview back once again. Coach, another season.
Tim, it's good to see you. It's great to be back. We're excited, so it's a good time of year.
How are the numbers this year?
Tell you, as a program, grades 9 through 12, we actually are sitting at about 92 kids registered, so our numbers are up. So we're excited about that, and inevitably that number may, move a little bit because of, injuries or maybe kids who don't fall through. But for the most part, the numbers at the start have been outstanding. We're over 50 for the varsity. We're about 30-something for the freshmen, so things are good.
We talked to Coach Lou Ciccatelli of Revere on Monday Night Show, and his numbers were over 70.
It's great. I tell you, that's good. And Lou's a great guy, so I'm glad to hear that because he works hard at that with that program, so I'm not surprised by that.
And on the flip side, Tony Zarrilli is having trouble with numbers.
And I know Coach does a great job in Gloucester. The community itself is a little bit, isolated, and sometimes certain years, it can impact the numbers up and down. It's become a smaller community in a way, and coming from Hamilton Wenham, I understand that. A lot of times, I know Coach does a great job, but the numbers don't kind of display that. So, I feel from a little bit there. I kind of been there before.
Last season had to be a bit of a disappointment.
Yep.
I know the aspirations were high beginning of the season. We were talking to the captains, and they were just gung-ho to get going. And then odd calls, bad penalties, turnovers, and the season really flipped on you.
It did. There's a thin line between success and failure sometimes, especially in high school sports. They were, a lot of times we look at last year and we lost a lot of close games. We lost the last second to Danvers. We lost the second half to Somerville. We lost a tough game to Gloucester. We lost a tough game to MC. There were a lot of games we were in, inevitably we weren't able to close it out. So we feel like even though that team's record at the end of the season didn't reflect what we wanted as far as aspirations, we felt that we weren't able to put it together for various things, but we didn't feel like we were miles away. We had 4 games last year. We lost, we scored 20 points or more. In high school, that's something you want to avoid.
Right. Based on that, what was the message to the kids the first meeting this year?
Oh, I think this year we have just a great sophomore class. We have 28 sophomores. That was very successful. Our JVs were 8-1. So our combined JV freshman record was, I think, 16-2. So we feel like that we have a lot coming up, and we have some hungry seniors. We got some kids last year who got experience because of the fact things didn't go as we thought. So we feel like that may pan out as well in the long run. Kids have an experience.
Okay, Coach, listen, we're going to keep them some shot and get you ready at the beginning of practice. We'll be back in a couple of weeks once the numbers get set, the teams get set. We'll talk to the captains once again, and Panther Preview one more time.
Tim, I really appreciate it. We're excited to get it going, man, so it's going to be a good year.
Great. Thank you much, Coach.
Awesome.